brochure. This one is called Mt Crawford Forest East Visitor Information Centre. So Mt Crawford Forest Reserve. Land was first purchased for forestry at Mt Crawford in 1909. Plantings commenced in 1914 and continued to expand until 1960s. Many of the original plantations have since been clear-felled and replanted. Today, the Mt Crawford Forest Reserve covers an area of 12,367 hectares and is modelled as a community forest. It is managed for sustainable commercial forestry while providing for the conservation of native flora and fauna and community use for recreation. This brochure covers the eastern section of the reserve, which is located between the townships of Williamstown, Mount Pleasant and Forreston. Native forest reserves. Mt Crawford Forest Reserve contains 4,440 hectares of native vegetation protected for conservation. This includes 8 gazetted native forest reserves covering 3,600 hectares. These native forest reserves and conservation zones are of high conservation value, containing a rich variety of trees, shrubs and ground cover species that provide significant habitat for native birds, reptiles and mammals. Native forest areas are an important resource for scientific research and provide opportunities for activities such as nature study, bird watching and bushwalking. Dogs in the forest. Dogs are welcome in plantation forest areas, including campgrounds, walking trails and picnic areas. Dogs must be on a lead within on lead zones and under effective control at all times while in the forest. For more information regarding dogs in the forest and maps showing on lead zones, please visit. And then they give us a website so you can have a look at that. To protect native wildlife, dogs and other pets are not permitted in native forest reserves. Shooting, trapping and other forms of hunting are not permitted. Total fire ban and forest closures. Now down the bottom you can see there's a picture of Mt Crawford Fire Tower, Lookout Tower here, and you can see these are really important in bushlands because we do have fire danger in Australia, and it's really important for them to be able to see where the fire is so that they can send help there as quickly as possible. For your safety, forest reserves are closed to the public on declared total fire ban days and in areas where forest operations such as harvesting are being undertaken. Visitors must keep clear of logging operations and pay attention to all signs. Forests are closed on days of total fire ban. Often what happens in summertime, if the temperature is above a certain temperature, then there is a total fire ban, which means you are not allowed to have open flames anywhere. And if you do, then there are big fines that you would be paying if you end up getting caught. And obviously it's very, very dangerous, so not a good idea. This forest is located within the Mount Lofty Ranges Fire Ban District. Being aware of a total fire ban is your responsibility. Campfires and barbecues. Wood fires are permitted within designated fire pits from 1st of May to 31st of October each year. Gas fires are permitted from 1st of April to 30th of November. Fire pits must be cleared of all flammable material for a distance of 4 metres. Fires must always be monitored and fully extinguished before departure. And then they give us a little a guide here with the whole year of when you are allowed to have fires and when you are not allowed to. And our summer is in December, January and February in Australia. So those are the months that you are not allowed to have fires, open fires, because they are the very dangerous times of the year to have fires. It's recommended you bring your own firewood, Visitors may collect wood for campfires from the plantation forest floor only near their campsites and picnic areas. It is an offence to cut down or damage standing trees or plants within Mt Crawford Forest Reserve. Then it tells us all about the facilities that you can hire. So they have an old schoolhouse, youth hostel, From's Farm, Pontesera horse camp and a chroma shed. So these are all available to be booked and hired. Now we have a very large map of the forest, and this covers a very, very large space here. As you can see, all the dark green areas are the actual forest reserve, and it is a beautiful area to go and visit. There is an information centre that you can visit. So there's a little house there that you can go to, and they're open from 10 till 12, Friday to Sundays only. And this map here shows you, so this here is the city of Adelaide, which is in South Australia. And then this is the eastern side here of Mt Crawford. So travelling from Adelaide to here takes a good 1.5 hours by car. So it's quite a bit of a journey. There are various campgrounds that you can also camp in. Chalks Campground, Rocky Paddock Campground. There are picnic areas, Sailor's Gully picnic area, and on this picture you can see there's a man with a tent and he's camping outside. There are various picnic areas such as Tower Picnic Area, Chroma Picnic, Hyson Trail facilities, multiple use trails. Forest Trail Code. The Forest Trail and Road Network is used by walkers, horse riders and cyclists. To ensure everyone's enjoyment and safety, please follow the guidelines. And then they give us a list of different things to do. Most of them are being smart about how you walk, where you walk, being considerate of other people, and being aware of safety, such as wearing a helmet when you're cycling or horse riding. And it also mentions that fossicking is allowed if you have a permit. And they have some rules also for that. So this is the Mt Crawford Forest East visitor information brochure. And Mount Crawford Forest is a beautiful area to go and have a look in. I hope you have a nice rest of the day. Bye bye.